Rebecca may know. What's the difference between Masons and Vice Lords?
Okay. I want to say that in my books, I stick to the things that I do know. And since my books were mainly about the Illuminati infiltration into hip-hop, I didn't go deep into all of the secret societies, so I didn't cover Vice Lords. I only covered things that I personally witnessed, people who were in secret societies that I knew of who were also in hip-hop.
I want to know that. Really?
Yeah, you got to.
Really?
So that's what I stick to.
I want to know that.
Oh, you got to go on because we only have so much. How much time?
Yeah, we don't have enough time to break down.
Oh, you gotta see her.
She has places where you can visit the information that she has gathered.
Really? I have 8 books now. I have 8 books that cover in detail things that I've actually researched since I wrote HipHop Illuminati. HipHop Illuminati was my first book. After that, I realized that people were so interested in the secret societies as well as hip-hop that I wrote other books. I have a book called The New World Order, which actually details what the plan is, what they actually plan to do in terms of us. And in getting agenda. In my book, Real Hip Hop Gangsters, I talk about how the whole game was changed over to everyone now being a gangster when it happened, how it happened, who was the first rapper to actually do a gangster rap, and it wasn't NWA. It was actually oh goodness, Phony G. I think it was. He was a rapper out of Philly, and he did a rap.
Was it Schoolie D? Was it Schoolie D?
PSK, which was the Parkside Killers. It was a gang. And that was the first gangster rap. And he played it over the phone. Actually, Darlene, I think he played it for Ice-T.
Hip-hop legend.
And Ice-T brought him out to Cali.
That's right. I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was actually the first gangster rap. And then you had these labels, Ruthless and all these other labels, who jumped on the bandwagon, and they turned the whole round into now everybody's a gangster. And that's where they made gangster rap popular. But it was actually...
But that's that book. You've got several more. I mean, she's got so many more. It's just...
good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like if you want to check out information that she has, you go to... Where's the site again?
What's the site? Where should they go, Rebecca?
http:// Illuminati, one word, .blogspot.com. And you can find me on Twitter at real_Holly_hood and on Facebook. But if you go to my blog, all my links how to find me are there. I also working on a book called The End Time Prophecies, which shows the connection to what things are happening right now in the world. The Thug Bible is my life story of how I went from the street to hip-hop. And the manipulation of America actually breaks down how advertisers and all other things, including television and things, are used to manipulate us, the people, and how all these things are set up, and how even what you choose to wear and eat is part of what you've been manipulated into. And design.
Is the debate manipulating the people?
Pardon me?
Is the debate manipulating the people?
You mean the political debate?
Yeah, the presidential debate, the bullshit that's on TV right now.
Well, all of those things that are on there, they're part of the propaganda machine. So when you
some people don't know what propaganda is. Propaganda is that
what the caller
bullshit.
said earlier, the BS that we are fed.
Right.
It is the BS
I'm just trying to help some people understand what's going on. Because, like, when you say words like propaganda, they call in mad, and they're not going to say, I don't understand. They just going to say, man, this is bullshit. Yeah, no, that's what propaganda is. That's what we're trying to tell them.
Also, Facebook, which I call fake book, a lot of people don't even realize that that's just another propaganda machine that was created in order to garner public opinion and to sway people one way or the other. That's why you have trolls, who are people who hide behind fake names and fake profiles, and they spew out some type of nonsense to start a controversy online, just to get back public feedback. And this is how they know what to put in the store to sell you. They know what you're wearing, what you're eating, what your kids are playing with. You know, it's so
and I have to give you
hip-hop.
Let me give you an example of
That's
that.
good stuff.
We got a caller that's about to come on in a minute. Rico, he's going to come on in a minute. But I got to tell people this, and I want you to hear this, Rebecca. On YouTube, there's a video of a girl getting punched on the bus. So I found...
you know that she's got it. You got something on your profile talking about that story.
The girl
too, Rebecca.
the girl in Cleveland who got uppercut by the bus driver. I found her Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I found her Twitter.
What is the Twitter handle?
I'm not going to even say it because I'm going to tell you what happened to me when I went on her Twitter.
What happened?
Because I wanted to reach to her to see if she would be willing to come on the show.
Oh, okay.
And I swear to God, when I went on there and asked her to come on the 5150 show, my Twitter started bullshitting. Something was wrong with my Twitter all of a sudden. But it still let me put out a couple of messages like I was like joking, like, I'm trying to get old girl to come out here. I was going to let her come on the show and give her some soup. You know what I mean? Like, and all of a sudden, when I cracked like 2 jokes on her, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my Twitter was down for a day and a half.
Oh, really?
I don't think that's a coincidence.
What do you think, Rebecca, about that?
It's not, and don't be surprised. I mean, even our you notice how we keep going in and out in our conversation. Everything is controlled. Even your telephone. When I tell people that ever since that HD retirement in Russia, do you know TV looks at you? So I honestly believe
didn't I say that on the air?
Yeah.
I've never met Rebecca.
She's got a whole video on that too. Look.
I don't even have this information she has. But when that man came to my house talking about they got to switch everything from whatever to digital, I was like, them motherfuckers is looking at us through the TV.
That's when I gave up TV. That's when my TV was sitting on the curb.
See?
I want to hear from callers. Do they believe this?
Well,
listen.
we got this one guy on. He's a Mason, and
he's actually a Mason.
He has something to say.
Bobby's quiet too.
Okay.
His name is Rico. Go ahead, Rico. You're on.
Yeah. 5150, what it do? Hey, Zoe, man, much respect, bro, to you, brothers. Much respect, man. I mean, you have vast knowledge of a lot of things, especially with Masonry. Rebecca, I have a lot of respect for what you know as well, but you couldn't be more wrong. You couldn't be more wrong about Masonry, especially about Albert Pike. Yeah, every Black Mason knows who Albert Pike was. Albert Pike was, he did start the Ku Klux Klan. And he was, he was actually found guilty and exonerated by our president for a lot of a lot of stuff that he did in this country. But Albert Pike did not found Masonry in this country. Masonry was a gift to us from the Most High in Africa. In Africa, it was.
When people tell me stuff, I listen. And so that's why I'm saying I'm learning not just from Rebecca, I'm learning from Zoe, and I'm learning from the brother that's on the phone. I gather information.
The brother Rico is right, because if you do the research, especially a Masonry in America, before it goes back to Adam Weishaupt of Columbia, who, the Illuminati, that's an off branch. They'll say it goes back to the Mother Lodge in England. But it goes back even further than that, too, because if you take it further back, now you're going into Middle Europe, and now you're starting to get into what they were calling the Knights Templar, which was information, which was all information that was passed on from black people.
Because,
hold on, what did you say, Rebecca?
I'm in the Black House. I am a Knight Templar.
Can I just say something to the brother, to the Mason brother? Because you obviously did not read my book. In my book, I break down the history of Masonry, and I actually talk about how, according to many, because I interviewed some Masonic scholars, and I was told that the Freemasons trace their roots to the building of King Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem. And I mentioned that in the book. And it's described in the Book of Kings to a certain degree. Okay, in the story, the builders of the temple were original stone masons, which is where the term Freemason came from. The other thing is that I clearly said I am not talking about all Masons, because the higher-up Masons do things in secret even their brothers are not aware of.
Okay, listen to this right here. Where geographically, okay, since you want to speak of, Hiram Abiff and King Solomon's temple, okay, where geographically was King Solomon's temple built? Can you answer that for me?
Okay.
It was built, according to the Bible, in Jerusalem in 967 BC.
Where is Jerusalem? Where is Jerusalem?
Okay. What is your point? What is your point? Because I'm not on trial here, and my book is not about the history
I want to see what you know, because
Freemasonry.
most of the literature, it seems as if, most literature that you can go online.
My work is not an attack on Freemasonry.
Well, hold on.
My work is not an attack on your belief.
But you are speaking on the craft, and I am a product of the craft. Okay, and the point that I'm trying to make is most of the literature that you have read on Masonry is anti-Masonic. So
and the literature I read was by Albert Pike, his book, Morals and Dogma.
Man, this Masonry is deeper than I thought. I didn't, I can admit I don't know a lot about Masonry.
Can I ask the Mason brother a question real quick?
Go ahead.
This is Zoe asking you a question.
Real quick, Rico.
Go ahead, brother.
Are you listening, Rico? Would you disagree with this statement? Masonry, philosophically, the work in the craft for speculative Masons, right? Is
you have two kinds of Masons. You have two kinds. You have speculative and you have operative. And you are
right.
But people don't know what that means. As you say this.
An operative Mason is someone who actually knows how to chisel out stone and build a building out of stone and place those stones.
Exactly.
Right.
They use
a speculative Mason is using
tools.
Right. A speculative Mason is someone who uses the symbology of Masonry to get a deeper meaning out of it. And I think, and you tell me if I'm wrong here, Rico, Masonry, the purpose of it was to make men, individual men, builders and architects of themselves, to perfect themselves. Is that not true?
Exactly. We are to look at ourselves as stone from the quarry, okay? And as a stone from the quarry, it has a lot of rough and ripped, jagged edges. You have to continue to chisel and work on to smooth and polish that stone. You have to continue daily. You can never make a perfect stone. Never.
And now let me say this.
Now listen, we got to go to break soon. So you guys got to be quick with your points. Real quick. Zoe?
The sister Rebecca is correct. There are evil Masons and evil people who have taken this information, which was originally created by black people, and given to Europeans to civilize them. And only certain lessons were given to Europeans, only 3 degrees out of the original 9.
Okay, that's deep. That's a lot of people. Because a lot of people don't know about Masonry.
What happened, Rebecca, real quick? Cause
that white people can get 3 1/3 degree, but blacks only get 3. That's also something that
in the
is
white
left
system.
out.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. See,
So
a lot of you guys.
My whole point with bringing in the Albert Pike thing is that I don't understand why anyone black would want to be a part of something that does not fully. But again, my book, the only reason I even mention Masonry, because that's a small part of my book. I mentioned at least 25 secret societies. Masonry is only one of them. And the only reason I mention it is in my connection to Jay-Z and his albums, where he actually oh goodness, I lost my thought. But he had
hold on.
No, don't worry about it. Listen, I want everybody to know, because of radio type of things that's going on, we have to take a break.
Yeah.
But this show, I'm going to have Rebecca, Zoe, and we're going to get the information of the brother who on the phone.
Rico.
We're going to videotape this, and we're going to let people see Zoe, Rebecca, and the other dude,
She's dope, man.
Rico.
Yeah.
I believe all of you guys have the same information. You're just missing each other in certain aspects or whatever, but you can get together and get it together. Now, we got to get ready to take a break. We'll be back.
We'll be right back, Rebecca.
5150, your mama, all that goofy shit now.
We'll be right back.
We'll
be right back. Okay, good.
Are we about to come back?
We are on right now, my friend.
Oh, what's up,
Well, put your headphones on.
Sorry about that, everybody.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Goodness
Let me
sake.
know. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, look, this show that we have done is too much information for everybody to get a chance to say what they want to say. My loyalty is to the callers, and because I know they're calling. I don't ever want them to stop calling this show.
They never will, Corey. They love you.
I have to let a couple of callers say something, but when I let the callers on, just understand we got to wrap the show in about 10 minutes.
Everybody has to be very, very brief.
I just want you to be able to get your point out and say what you want to say.
Yeah.
So we got 2 callers that we're gonna try. Who we got? Light Child from Tennessee.
Home girl.
We hate to rush you. Please be brief though.
Go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, calling from Knoxville, Tennessee. I've been doing a little research for a couple of years on this thing, you know, and I just found out that, you know what I mean, a lot of stuff is true, so I just been letting people know, you know what I mean, and so I just appreciate the sister coming on and, you know, just having the guts and the courage to do this and say this, because I'm seeing what's out there, and, you know, I've been even looking in the Bible, man, and some of the stuff there's in the Bible, if you just really know how to look at it. And, I mean, the evidence is there. It's all around us. And I really commend the sister of her doing what she's doing. I wonder if she heard, one of my questions is, I wonder if she's heard about this dude, John Todd, who worked in the industry back in, like, the 60s doing rock music.
I do. Thank you, first of all, and I do not know of that person. But I will tell you one thing I do know about. You mentioned how the Bible talks about the Illuminati, and one of my videos says is a whole 30-minute video on what the Bible says about the Illuminati. So the Bible has quite a bit of scriptures that spoke of these things to come, the secret societies, and how the world would be manipulated by people who did not have the best interests of the people in mind.
We got another question from another caller.
Thank you for that caller.
Yeah, thanks for the caller. Oh, who? Chris in New York. Ask your question. We sorry to rush you, but you got to ask your question.
And I'm trying to teach my brother about the Moorish American. Do y'all know what Moors are?
Yes.
Moors?
Yes.
Yeah, the Moors. Y'all know the Moors are the ones that taught Masons. With the, you know, they gave Masons
from
knowledge.
Africa.
And that's what I'm trying to tell my brother. He's telling me everything I was talking about really has nothing to do with what I'm trying to
arguing with each other.
No, it happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes.
We gotta get ready to wrap it because we gotta get out of here. We at the J spot and they got business to handle after we get up out of here. And shit.
Dudes on the
how much time do we have?
That was confusing.
Okay,
right now, it's
this show, next time we do this show, because we're going to do this show again, and we're going to make sure it's mapped out in a way where the questions can be asked by the callers. Right. Everybody will know when to come in because everybody wants to say something.
And I'm sorry for being here late, man. I got here late. I'm sorry.
Shit, I was late.
Oh, okay.
And they also come here live if they live in LA.
Yeah, and if you're in Los Angeles, we're at the J Spot. Look, the place is sweet. They got good food.
Yes.
They got alcohol for all the people who deal with life, and there's a crowd of
Rebecca?
All the ladies that are out there with nothing to do. There's a lot of distinguished gentlemen here.
Hey, Corey, you do your show here. I do my show here too. Yours is Tuesday. Mine is Thursday. Both live. You can come down if you're in the LA area.
Right. So you do your show Thursday, 6 to 8?
6 to 8, man.
I'm going to try to pop by just to come by and talk shit.
To be real, if you in town,
I'll be in town this Thursday.
We can extend this conversation
there
Thursday.
You
go. Really?
For real.
Is Rebecca on?
Rebecca's still there. Rebecca,
if I'm here. I'm listening.
We can start it again Thursday. We can pick it up part 2 Thursday.
On Zoe's show. Now, Zoe's show you have to check out too, Rebecca. Zoe's amazing. His show, he's the voice of reason. So he
sounds amazing, and he definitely is the voice of reason.
No,
so we're going to hook that up.
Rebecca,
where are you? Are you in Los Angeles?
No, I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, you're in Brooklyn. That's what's up.
No, but definitely, if you guys serious, we could do it this Thursday.
Yeah, we'll set something up. So all the listeners, this continues with Zoe's Voice of Reason show.
Voice of Reason. Do me. I love it.
And we have time for her to plug all her stuff real quick.
Yeah, we got to be fast though because
available.
the who?
It was a joke. I said,
Did you say you're available?
I said I'll see if my pilot is available.
Oh.
Fly me there. It was one of my.
I ain't getting on no plane with you. I know they gonna shoot that motherfucker down. They was like, we got Corey Holcomb and Rebecca on the same plane together. The people must be sacrificed.
Yeah.
You got to get them motherfuckers.
That's good.
For those of our listeners in the audience in the greater Los Angeles area, the J Spot Comedy Club is located at 5581 West Manchester Avenue, Los Angeles, California.
We got it. There it is.
I don't know if you. Let me tell you something about this California. If you've never been to the J Spot, you need to come check this place out.
It's really
J.
fly.
Anthony Brown has hooked up his little comedy club. When I say little, matter of fact, take a little comedy club out.
Yeah.
He's hooked up his comedy club, and this is a nice place to
It
come,
is.
relax, unwind, and get out of the real world.
And
The
if you really
Illuminati.
want to get out, you can zip out by the airport. We're right around the corner from the airport. But look, I
fly.
really want to thank you, Rebecca, so much. I know you don't do this very often, so I really appreciate it.
Darlene, anything for you. Thank you.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
happening. All right, so I want to let everybody know that the next 5150 show will be a gym just like this. I'm in town this week, so all of the skanks that are in town, I need you to find me.
See, and
Because
Rebecca going to pray for you, she said, when we get off.
I need to drop you off somewhere when I'm through with you, all right?
Look up Rebecca Scott, everybody. Rebecca Scott. Thanks
That's
again.
what's up, 5150 show.
That's right. Shout out to all the truckers, boy. They really chime in.
All right.
Peace, everybody, and blessings.